Good work today. I just came back home. How about you, Ivan?
Sorry, I still have work to do. You can eat dinner without me.
Okay. You've been working till late recently. You okay?
Our new project isn't going well. I haven't been able to do my chores for the past few days. Thanks for doing them instead of me, although you're busy with work too.
Don't worry. You always help me out when I'm busy too. I get home earlier than you, so let me do the housework. I also like to cook, remember? Cleaning is not my specialty though.
I could do some cleaning around the house on the weekends.
Thanks. That'll be helpful.
Hey, I have something to tell you, Annie.
Huh? What do you want to tell me?
I want to talk about this face-to-face when I get home. But I don't know when I'll be home, so I'm going to tell you now.
What is it?
My parents have been asking me if we can live together.
Huh? Live with them? I thought we promised that we won't live with either of our parents when we got married.
Yeah, I remember. But they suddenly started asking me if they could live with us. I'm not exactly sure why, but I guess they're worried to live alone now that they're getting older.
That goes the same to my parents as well. How did you reply to my parents?
I told them honestly that we never planned to live with our parents. Then they told me to consider about it positively.
Okay, but you'll tell them no, right?
Of course I'll tell them no. But you know, they tend to be stubborn. It's hard to change their minds sometimes.
Really? From what I've seen, they're really nice people who respect our personal space.
We've only been married for 2 years. You don't know what my parents are like. We only meet them a few times a year.
Well, yeah. We don't meet them often, although we live quite nearby. But I do think I know them pretty well. They're not the type to suddenly say they want to live with us.
No, Annie, you don't know them at all. They do things we never expect them to do sometimes. And they could be really stubborn too.
Then, make sure you say no, okay? We decided not to live with either of our parents. Maybe they're not serious about it too.
But they asked me to think about it. I guess they're pretty serious this time.
Either way, tell them no. You won't want to live with my parents even if they ask us to, right?
Your parents live far away in a different state.
What if they say they'll move in with us?
Well, in that case, I'll be surprised.
Right? Make sure to tell them no, or I might move out.
Don't do that! I can't live without you. I'll be sure to tell them no.
Then tell them tomorrow. No need to wait.
Huh? Tomorrow?
I think it's better to tell them quickly. We don't want to keep them waiting. They might start having high hopes if we keep them waiting.
Okay, I'll visit them tomorrow after work.
Do you want me to join you?
No, it's okay. I don't want it to be awkward. I'll clearly tell them no, so don't worry. Annie, sorry to text you during your working hours.
Nope, it's fine. I was supposed to be off today. They should at least grant me some freedom to reply to you. I just finished eating lunch, so I have some time.
My parents called me to invite me over. I'm so sorry, Annie.
Huh? You're scaring me.
We're gonna move in with them.
Huh? Wait a minute. I thought you told them we didn't want to a month ago.
They haven't given up, apparently.
No, we can't live with them. How can you decide this alone without consulting me? I told you that I didn't want to live with them.
I don't think we could change their minds now. I'm really sorry.
So you've given up on saying no to them? But I don't think I can live with them. If we live under the same roof, I'll have to do the housework more properly. I think I'll have to be in charge of cooking meals for them. I also have a job, so I don't think I'll have enough to act as a good wife.
Don't worry about that. Mom told me she'll support you. She'll be doing the housework for us, so there's nothing to worry about. You can focus on your job.
I can't just depend on her with everything. As her daughter-in-law, it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Think about it. If we live with them, dinner will be ready when we get home. We don't have to cook. Didn't you say you like Mom's cooking?
Yeah, she's really good at cooking, but that doesn't mean I can live with them. Can we have a family meeting? I'll participate too this time.
No, it's too late.
Why?
They decided to renovate the house so that we can live with them. They're going to increase the number of rooms.
Did they decide everything when I haven't even agreed to it?
They told me they'll break relations with me if I don't agree.
Wait a minute. That's really selfish of them. They're being ignorant of our opinion.
Sorry, Annie.
If they're gonna threaten us like this, I'll be more than happy to break relations with them, to be honest.
Wait. I don't want to break relations with them.
Don't you think they're being too selfish, though? I can't just accept their selfish actions.
Can't we try and live with them? Get them a chance? If it's too hard for you, we can always leave the house.
I think it'll be harder to leave once we start living with them.
I'm their only son. I think they're being overprotective of me. You have a big brother, right? You don't understand what it's like to be an only child.
I do have a brother, but I can't accept this, Ivan. I'll support you as much as I can. You're rarely at home, busy with work.
Things will calm down by the time we start living with them. So please, Annie. My parents have been taking great care of me since I was little, and want to do something in return.
Ivan.
I've already paid for the renovation fees, too. I can't say no at this point.
Huh? Are we paying for the fees? Did you use our savings without asking me?
I can't let my parents pay for everything. But they told me they'll pay 2/3 of the total payment.
Your family always ignores my opinion, don't they?
We never meant to ignore you. Hey, Annie, why do you refuse? Is there a special reason? Can't we try living with them for once? We don't have children, and we're both busy with work. I think we'll benefit from living with them because we'll have less housework to do.
For you, that might be true. But it's gonna be awkward for me to live with them.
You'll get used to it.
Maybe I will, but I don't want to cause trouble and ruin our relationship. We have really different lifestyles. I think your parents would feel uncomfortable too. I wanted to live separately unless there's a special reason why we have to live with them.
But there are some benefits too. We'll no longer have to pay our rent.
The cons outweigh the pros, Ivan. We'll have more things to worry about. It's gonna be stressful for me.
You'll be fine, Annie. My parents are fond of you. They want to live with us because they think you're their real daughter.
Okay, let me think about it.
There's nothing we can do about it. Thinking won't change anything.
I want to organize my thoughts. I have to go back to work now, so let me process all the information when I have the time to. Are you ready home, Ivan?
Yeah, but I'm going to go meet my friends now.
Oh, alright.
I'll probably go drinking with them, so I'll be back at around 8. You don't have to prepare dinner for me.
I wanted to discuss about this face-to-face.
Let's talk about it when I get home. But I can't stop them anymore. There's something we could do. I'm sorry, but you have to accept it, Annie.
Hello, Mom. It's Annie. I'm sorry to text you so suddenly.
Long time no see, Annie. You're always welcome to text me anytime. We had dinner outside, so I don't have to cook tonight. I have plenty of time to have a conversation with you.
Oh, I see. I wanted to talk to you about something.
Is it about us living together?
Yes. I don't think it's the best time to start living together. It's gonna take longer for us to get to our workplace from your house. And I think we'll cause you some trouble if we live together. I don't think I'll be able to help with housework because I can be really busy with work sometimes. I think it's better for us to live separately. So, could you give it a second thought?
What do you mean by giving it a second thought? I thought you were the one who wanted to live with us.
Huh? Me?
That's what my son told me. You really had a hard time deciding what to do. There's no need to live together now, is there? When it comes to living with other people, I don't have any good memories. So I never wanted to live with others. I refused when my son first asked us if we can live together.
Is that true? I thought you said you would break relations with him if we don't agree to live with you. That's what my husband told me.
I thought you said that. He told me that you were frustrated about doing all the housework for him. I thought you said you would divorce him if he didn't live with you, to help out with the housework.
No, I never said that. When my husband told me about us living together, I asked him to say no because that was what we decided when we got married. But then he told me today that they decided to live together and to renovate the house.
So, does this mean that my son has been making it sound like we both wanted to live together? This is getting weird.
Yes.
My son has been lying to make us live together. Am I right? It doesn't make any sense. Why would he do something so complicated?
Could you keep this conversation a secret from my husband? And I wanted to ask you, have you already decided to renovate the house?
My son is in charge of planning the renovation, and we agreed to pay for the fees.
Have you already paid for it?
No, not yet.
Then, could you not pay him? If he asks you to, could you come up with random reasons so that you won't have to pay? I'll try to find out what he's up to.
Okay. If there's anything I can help, feel free to text me, okay?
Yes, thank you so much. I'll let you know if I find some information. Ivan, when are you coming home today?
Maybe before midnight? Anything wrong?
I wanted to talk to you about us moving in with your parents.
I thought you agreed to it the last time we discussed. There's something you could do now. It's already decided.
No. I wanted to ask about the renovation. Have you decided which company to ask for?
Oh, about that? We decided the company, but the planning process is pretty complicated, so they haven't started renovating the house yet.
Oh, I see. So, where is our money? The money you used from our savings.
Uh-huh? What? I already paid the company.
That's weird. I heard from your mother that they'll be paying for it.
Huh? Did you talk with Mom?
I wanted to thank her for paying most of the renovation fees. Then she told me that they would be paying for everything. So, why did you withdraw money from our savings?
I didn't tell you this, but the price was more expensive than we imagined. I didn't want to ask them to pay more. I felt sorry. So I decided to pay the rest using our saved money.
Where are you now, Ivan?
What do you mean where? I'm at my office.
I don't think so. Didn't you use it to rent a new room for you and your lover? I'm guessing you used it for the moving expenses.
Huh? What are you talking about?
What do you think you're doing? I hired a detective to find out what you've been up to.
Huh?
And I find out that you've been having an affair for the past few months. You wanted me to live with your parents so that you can divorce me. I can't believe you've been lying to me all this time. If you wanted the divorce, just tell me honestly. You don't have to make up stories to make me live with your parents.
Calm down, Annie.
I am perfectly calm.
I'm not having an affair. I just helped my friend move in. You're misunderstanding.
Are you still trying to lie to me? I have proof.
What proof?
I have photos of you holding hands with her, walking out of her apartment. Oh, I also have some audio recorded, but I bet you wouldn't want to hear it. Either way, I have proof that shows you've been having an affair.
Annie, I'm so sorry. You're misunderstanding everything. I never had an affair. I was just cheating on you.
Huh? Isn't that the same thing? You're married, and you cheated on me. You've been having an affair with someone other than your wife.
I only met her a few times. We don't have any special bonds between us. I'll never meet her again. So please, don't divorce me.
I thought you were the one who wanted to get a divorce. You thought I would leave you if you made me live with your parents. You planned to stay at your lover's room after I moved in with your parents. I have the audio of the conversation between you and your lover.
Huh? Why?
You were talking pretty loudly when you were walking home with your lover. Remember when you visited that nice bar with your lover a week ago?
How do you know this?
You really didn't want to be the bad guy, did you? You planned out everything so that you would eventually get a divorce.
Annie, I'm really sorry. But I promise I'll never meet her again. We've been having fights recently. We have different ways of thinking. We don't get along.
Are you trying to get back together with me after you leave her?
Hopefully, yes. You don't have to move in with my parents. To be honest, you are way better than her. She's just youthful, and nothing more.
Are you telling me that you chose to have an affair with this young woman just because she was youthful? Can you stop making fun of me?
I'm not! I really regret having an affair with her. I was also having second thoughts about getting a divorce.
But you're in her room right now. You don't plan to leave her, do you?
Nope, I'm on my way home now. I'm never going to meet her again. I ended our relationship.
In such a short time? You haven't even left her room. I know everything, Ivan. I'm right in front of her apartment.
Uh-huh?
And your parents are also here with me. Let's have a family discussion, shall we? I'm going to be participating this time. You can't ignore my opinions now.
Why are my parents here? It's our problem. We should discuss about it privately.
I don't think our private discussion would take us anywhere. And you are the one who brought your parents into this problem. Stop trying to escape from your responsibilities, Ivan.
Annie, I'm really sorry. I was stupid. I'm so sorry for everything I did.
It's too late to say sorry now. Either way, we decided to break relations with you. You have to accept it, Ivan. There's nothing you can do. He planned out all of this so that he wouldn't be held responsible and have to pay for the compensation money. He didn't want his lover to be blamed for destroying our relationship. I guess he wanted his lover to be accepted by his parents after our divorce. If he wanted to remarry his lover, he should have simply told me that he wanted a divorce. Considering his personality, I think he didn't have enough courage to ask me to divorce him. I am really disappointed in him. To be honest, I'm glad that I was able to get a divorce with such a terrible guy. I received compensation money from both of them. He also agreed to pay back the money he withdrew from our savings. My ex-husband now suffers from debt to pay for the compensation money. And his lover's parents also found out about their affair when she asked them to help pay for the compensation money. This became the trigger, and they eventually broke up. I'm genuinely surprised by how stupid they are. And I'm happy we're back to strangers. I want to forget about them as soon as possible and hope that I would never see them again. During our family discussion, I was furious and honestly expressed my anger towards him. But when I first found out about him cheating on me, I was on the verge of having a mental breakdown. When I was having a hard time, my friends and family, including his parents, were there for me. Thanks to their support, I was able to fight back till the end. I haven't been able to get over him completely, but I will never forget that I have many people who are willing to support me when I need help. I hope I can feel better soon. We all have our good times and bad times. That's life. I will never lose hope, and I'm definitely gonna live a better life than my ex-husband.
Hi, Pat. Were you inside our house again today?
Why, yes. You gave me the keys so I can come and go as I please, didn't you? You don't have to make it sound like I snuck into your home.
I did give you the keys, but I had asked you to stop it, didn't I?
Stop what?
First, to enter our house without me knowing. I gave you those keys in case of an emergency. And 2, to stop throwing away the food I cooked. Simon just called me and asked me why all the food is gone.
Oh, you don't call that cooking. It tasted awful. so I tossed it away before my grandson eats it. Just because my son is in Asia for his new project doesn't mean you should stop making decent meals for Simon.
Kat, I've had enough of this. It's rude and inappropriate. And now Simon has to wait for me to come home to eat a supper.
It's inevitable. It's better than having to eat your cooking. My poor grandson deserves to be fed with proper food. Aren't you concerned for his health?
I am now because he has nothing to eat. Why are you doing this? You make my life so difficult these days.
If you think so, you need to either learn how to cook or quit working so late. Don't blame it on me. I'm trying to teach you a lesson.
You're being ridiculous. I work hard to support my family, and yet you treat me so disrespectfully. Besides, I gave you those keys in case Simon needed an adult to stay with him. Not because you can go inside when nobody is home and go through our refrigerator. If you can't respect what I ask of you, then give me back those keys.
No! What is wrong with you? You are making it sound like I'm a horrible person. You can't talk to your mother-in-law like that.
What is wrong with me? What if I went into your house without telling you? Or if I threw away the food you cooked for your family?
Daisy, why don't you get it? Can't you see that I'm doing this for your own sake? So that you can become a better mother and wife?
No, I don't understand.
Your husband is not around, and you are very busy with work. So you've been slacking as a homemaker.
I'm not slacking. I'm doing what's most efficient for my family.
A good mother doesn't do what's most efficient. She does what's best for her family, period. Ugh, see, this is why you need someone to snap you back to reality.
Maybe back in your days, but not in the 21st century. I don't need you to snap me back to the old ways. Besides, even if any of what you say are true, you don't just get to throw away people's meals like that. Why can't you see how rude that is?
There is no point in saving horrible food. Plus, you get the better idea if I throw it away, don't you? It's effective discipline.
Discipline? You have no business disciplining me.
I have no choice, do I? No matter how many times I tell you to learn how to cook, you just don't listen. Don't listen. I'll say it again. I'm doing this for you, so get cracking!
Okay, I get your point. But that does not give you the right to treat me this way. I'm asking you nicely to stop it, please.
I will think about it when I think your cooking's become better. If you don't like what I'm doing, then start practicing. Daisy, the food you cooked was horrible again. I made sure it went into the trash.
What? Today?
Yes, today. What do you mean?
I don't get it. How did you get inside?
Through the front door? How else would I get inside your house?
I changed the lock. You should only have the old keys. What the hell did you do?
Oh, well, you got me for a second. I was so confused when your door wouldn't open. I stood there like an idiot for a while.
Then how did you get in? Nothing special?
Thankfully, your son had an early dismissal today, so he came home shortly after. So I just had him open the door. And I already went to the shop to make a copy.
Hold on a minute. You made a copy? Without my consent? You're joking, right?
Of course I'm not. Do you need to see it to believe it? Surely you're not so dumb to realize I'm only doing what is necessary.
Give me a break. How many lines are you going to cross? Why did you be?
Because I need the keys to check your cooking. Why else?
I changed the lock so you would stop doing that. I seriously don't understand why you keep doing this. It's outrageous. You're unbelievable.
Daisy, you need to stop that attitude right now. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm doing this for you? You are really too stupid to understand, aren't you? Ugh, you are being ridiculously rude to your mother-in-law.
I'm the one being rude? First of all, I have never asked you to check my cooking. And now you've used my son to get what you want? None of this is acceptable.
Daisy, you are not listening to me. I come down to your house all the time, despite my busy schedule, for yours. You should be thanking me, but all you do is complain.
You are the one who is not listening. Why would you continue to do something I've asked you to stop? I have nothing to be thankful of.
Ugh, you are so selfish. I am tired of hearing you complain. You shouldn't have changed the locks without telling me. I only did what is necessary to look out for my grandson.
You've lost your mind, Pat.
I have never been so clear-headed. If I didn't come to your house today, your son would have eaten garbage. Do you really want that for him? I saved his day.
I've really had enough now. I can't go on like this anymore.
Well then, just listen to what I'm saying. You should stop fighting and do as I say. And have some cash ready tomorrow.
Cash? For the keys?
I had to go make copies because of you. Have it ready on the table.
Fine, then I will.
Daisy, the food you cooked was horrible again. I made sure it went into the trash.
What? Today?
Yes, today. What do you mean?
I don't get it. How did you get inside?
Through the front door? How else would I get inside your house?
I changed the lock. You should only have the old keys. What the hell did you do?
Oh, well, you got me for a second. I was so confused when your door wouldn't open. I stood there like an idiot for a while.
Then how did you get in? Nothing special?
Thankfully, your son had an early dismissal today, so he came home shortly after. So I just had him open the door. And I already went to the shop to make a copy.
Hold on a minute. You made a copy? Without my consent? You're joking, right?
Of course I'm not. Do you need to see it to believe it? Surely you're not so dumb to realize I'm only doing what is necessary.
Give me a break. How many lines are you going to cross? Why did you be?
Because I need the keys to check your cooking. Why else?
I changed the lock so you would stop doing that. I seriously don't understand why you keep doing this. It's outrageous. You're unbelievable.
Daisy, you need to stop that attitude right now. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm doing this for you? You are really too stupid to understand, aren't you? Oh, you are being ridiculously rude to your mother-in-law.
I'm the one being rude? First of all, I have never asked you to check my cooking. And now you've used my son to get what you want? None of this is acceptable.
Daisy, you are not listening to me. I come down to your house all the time, despite my busy schedule, for yours. You should be thanking me, but all you do is complain.
You are the one who is not listening. Why would you continue to do something I've asked you to stop? I have nothing to be thankful of.
Ugh, you are so selfish. I am tired of hearing you complain. You shouldn't have changed the locks without telling me. I only did what is necessary to look out for my grandson.
You've lost your mind, Pat.
I have never been so clear-headed. If I didn't come to your house today, your son would have eaten garbage. Do you really want that for him? I saved his day.
I've really had enough now. I can't go on like this anymore.
Well then, just listen to what I'm saying. You should stop fighting and do as I say. And have some cash ready tomorrow.
Cash? For the keys?
I had to go make copies because of you. Have it ready on the table.
Fine, then I will. Pat, did you go into my house again? The necklace my late mother gave me is gone.
What? No, I have no idea where it is. Stop blaming everything on me.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. I guess you're right. I shouldn't make everything your fault.
We agree on something for once. I have stayed out of your life ever since Brittany yelled at me, and yet you think I've done something. You must be heartless.
I'm sorry, Pat. I should have trusted you. Well, then I guess I'll have to confirm the camera.
What camera?
The surveillance camera.
You have a surveillance camera in your house?
Yes, Brittany bought it for us, actually. She wanted to have it in case something happens.
You're joking, right? Where are they installed?
Well, we couldn't cover every corner of the house, but there's one in the living room and also my bedroom. Oh, and by the front door, of course.
Does it have footage from yesterday? Have you seen any of it?
It saves up to 2 hours, so yes, yesterday's footage is still in it. I haven't checked anything yet, though. Is there a problem?
Not particularly. What will you do if there's someone in the footage? What if it's someone you know? You're not going to trouble the police, are you?
Well, I'm definitely reporting it to the police. It's stealing upon intrusion.
Would that mean arrest?
I guess so. It's a crime, isn't it? But I'm sure the thief that stole my belongings know the risks.
Daisy, I'm coming clean because you'll find out once you see the footage. I did take your necklace. I'm very sorry.
Oh, so it was you. Why did you do such a thing?
You told Brittany what I've been doing. Oh, I didn't think my own daughter would be so hard on me. So, I was kind of upset.
I see. And you're telling me all this because...
I have your necklace. I will give it back right away. So, please, don't report me to the police.
I most certainly will. Why did you think I would cut you some slack?
Because I am your family, and I said I'm sorry. I will return your necklace today. So there's nothing to report, is there?
You surprised me with your positive thinking, Pat. What you've been doing to me all this time and what you've done now is more than enough for me to report you. Suck it up, you're not getting away with this.
What about my son? What is he saying? He would never do such a thing to his own mother.
He says he's had enough too. No one has your back.
You are lying. I'm his mother.
He was furious to find out what you've been doing to me. And now he's disowned you. You should have seen it coming, Pat. But you didn't because you were too busy throwing away my food. Too bad you're the one being tossed away now. I called the police right after our last conversation. Pat was taken into custody and arrested for criminal intrusion and theft. She spent a couple of days in a cell before being released. My husband came back from Asia a couple of weeks later, and we moved away so that she could not bother us anymore. I don't think we'll ever see her again. Life without her is very peaceful. In fact, my husband and I reflect back and find it funny that we didn't get rid of her sooner. Unfortunately for Pat, things turned out the way it did because she lacked the imagination that we would cut her out if we really wanted to. She had become so close-minded that she couldn't realize her own children would leave her. And she got backlashed for not using the chance Brittany gave her. Sometimes I wonder if she now understands the mistake she's made. I'll never find out, but I don't mind.